ministers, Mr. Chiu Hock Yong, Chairman of the Home Team Science and Technology Agency, Mr. Chan San, Chief Executive, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you. I'm very happy to be here today for the official launch of HTX, the Home Team Science and Technology Agency. Why the name HTX? HT stands for the Home Team. That's not so complicated. But X is a mystery. And I am told that X stands for your ambition to be a force multiplier using technology, so that the home team will be many times greater than the sum of its parts. And this is a commendable ambition. HTX is a very important step forward for the home team. For many years now, you've built up technological capabilities across different parts of the organization. 2 years ago, I visited Woodlands Checkpoint and saw some of these capabilities in action. SCDF was using robotics and deploying sophisticated techniques to detect hazardous materials. ICA was using facial recognition technology and scanners to improve the efficiency of immigration and customs clearance. These were all worthwhile projects, and a lot of effort had gone into planning and implementing them. But we also realized that there was greater potential for the scientists and engineers supporting different parts of the home team to come together, cross-fertilize ideas, and deepen their expertise. So we discussed the concept of MFA building its own science and engineering organization. MFA studied this carefully, decided it was worth doing, and today HTX is a reality. HTX has an ambitious mandate. First, to conduct transformative applied research in areas like biometrics, smart centers, and robotics. Second, to bring together capabilities, knowledge, and resources from different home team departments so that you can function better and in a more integrated way as one home team. Third, to build partnerships and collaborations with external partners, including research institutions, universities and polytechnics, and startups which may have good ideas for the home team. So you have your work cut out for you, and I'm glad to see that you've hit the ground running with the many projects which you've exhibited today. In fact, what we are doing with HTX in the Ministry of Home Affairs is part of a larger effort we are making across the government. Building up tech capabilities, bridging silos, breaking down silos, using resources more efficiently, recruiting high-caliber officers who can translate operational requirements into tech solutions. We've done this with MINDEF and the SAF through DSTA and DSO. Other agencies are making use of up-to-date tech too. For example, MOM is using drones to inspect workplaces and ensure they are safe. HDB is developing advanced precast technologies to allow homes to be built faster while maintaining their quality. URA is using 3D modeling technology to draft our underground master plans. This embrace of technology must be a whole-of-government effort. And that's why we set up the Smart Nation and Digital Government Office and GovTech, to bring us all up to scratch, to infuse best practices into every agency, and to inculcate a tech-first mindset in all our public offices. We must understand the technology intimately, have a good feel of its possibilities and limitations, and be able to make judgments which take full account of engineering possibilities and also operational requirements. And for some of our most vital and sensitive projects, like those in the home team, we must be able to build the tech solutions ourselves. Solutions which are on par with, if not better than, what our partners and our vendors can do. To fulfill your mandate, HTX will have to overcome two major challenges. First, you will need top engineering talent across the board. You're not starting from scratch because you already have talent in your ranks. But I know you have ambitious plans to expand by about half to around 2,000 officers. As a stat board, you will have more flexibility to hire, develop, and reward your staff. But attracting top-tier engineering talent is not easy. The government has tried hard to do this in recent years. We've offered more engineering scholarships to homegrown talent. We are persuading Singaporeans working in the tech sector, including those overseas, to join us. We are attending to the hygiene factors: competitive pay, career progression, good working environment. But to attract top-tier talent, they must feel there's something worthwhile that they can achieve. So we are structuring engineering jobs and responsibilities to enable engineers to do valuable work and to make an impact in the public service. And that is something that HTX can offer them. Protecting lives and property, maintaining law and order, and ultimately safeguarding Singapore through the application of science and technology. It's a noble cause, which I hope will inspire our STEM talent to join HTX. Second, HTX must maintain the OPS-Tech interface with ground operations. Your work must serve real operational needs. You cannot be doing your own research in an ivory tower. So HTX officers must walk the ground and talk to your uniformed counterparts to understand operating conditions and needs. I'm glad that you are forward deploying many of your officers into the home team departments alongside the uniformed officers. For example, your forensic analysts comb crime scenes to gather evidence, while HTX engineers will be stationed at major security departments. This will provide you with frontline experience and feedback to help you stay attuned to the operational tempo of the home team and equip you to build solutions to meet their needs. In the same vein, for HTX to succeed, the home team departments, the police, the ICA, SEDF, CNB, prisons, and the others, must see tech as an integral part of your operations and as something that is central to your mission. Not an add-on, not something exotic, not something to be left to HTX or to the techies or boffins to manage on their own. It's a command responsibility. Every commander, every officer must embrace tech and welcome what HTX can do for them, even when using tech means disrupting existing routines and established ways of doing things. We've made much progress in this effort over the last decade or so. For example, by developing digital forensics capabilities, trialing unmanned surface vessels to patrol our waters, and automating our immigration clearance processes at the border checkpoints. HTX will help take the home team to the next level. One can argue that Singapore has been built on the back of engineers. You see this in our excellent public infrastructure, the public health system, public housing, the transportation networks. These helped us to modernize our economy, meet many national and social needs. But it's not just the specific skills of engineers which have made a contribution to Singapore. It's also the discipline of engineering that makes engineers valuable in many not directly engineering roles. Your analytical rigor, your sense of curiosity, your practical approach. Solving problems, not just describing them or lamenting them. So I have great hopes for what HTX will achieve for the home team. Very high expectations. Beyond the home team, HTX can be a center of excellence within government, sharing your experiences and solutions with other agencies that have similar needs, for instance, in enforcement or regulatory work. So I'm glad that agencies like MOM, Customs, and CPIB have already approached HTX to work together. Finally, let me wish HTX all the best. I look forward to seeing HTX make its mark. As a key member of the Home Team, as a leading science and tech agency for homeland security, and as a force multiplier for Singapore. X marks the spot. Congratulations once again to HTX and the Home Team on this milestone. Long may you be unconventional and indeed as exceptional as your acronym. Thank you very much.